is Sultan 100Mill. It's the Behind the Scenes podcast. And as y'all know, the Behind the Scenes podcast is shot at ProSound Recording Studio. And our video today is also sponsored by ProSound Recording Studio. If you're an artist and you making music and you want to be taken seriously, the first piece of advice I want to give you is make sure you got quality. You know what I'm saying? Come down to ProSound where we got quality and we got good pricing. And also we have the best engineers in the city. So make sure you book ProSound Recording Studio. Back to the show today. We got a special guest today in the building. Mr. Jamal Peterson, Mr. I Am Comedy.
Let's get it.
The new internet sensation.
This is Peterson.
Let's get it, man. What's up, brother?
What it do, man? Hey, I appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? ProSound Studios is beautiful. You know what I mean? Everything you got going on. You know what I mean? The podcast. It's pure survival over here. I've been surviving the industry, man.
Hey, man, listen. I've been watching that YouTube channel.
Love.
And before I get started, I want to say, like, Mr. I Am Comedy. So you would like to say that you believe you funny?
See, that's something that I was born with.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, from even, like, the rapping days, like, when, you know what I'm saying, when I was rapping, for the people who didn't know, I used to rap in a group, North Brick, you know what I'm talking about? This was actually, you know, the manager of North Brick. And shout out to 𝒑𝒓𝒐𝒖𝒕,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So we have a long history, you know, so from the music, comedy's always been in me.
Okay.
Like, rap was just something that I knew how to do. Comedy always been my passion ever since I was 9 years old. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's why I call myself Mr. I Am Comedy.
I Am Comedy. So, how you feel like you've been able to strike the algorithm? Because before we answer that question, first of all, I do want to give you your props. I've seen that you got 100K subscribers on YouTube.
Appreciate it.
You know what I mean? That's a great accomplishment, bro. How do you feel like you was able to crack the algorithm?
Well, like when I first started my YouTube journey, like I used to just post videos. You know, I was just posting my stand-up comedy performances, you know, just regular type of videos, but I wasn't getting any traction. I wasn't getting any attention at all. See, because I didn't know the YouTube business. It's an actual business. You know what I mean? Like, people in the YouTube world, they don't care about like, it's a dirty game. All the positive stuff, videos, whether, you know, religious stuff, your comedy, your basketball tournament, they don't give a shit about that. Motherfuckers want to see blood. And I had to learn that. It took 6 months for me to get into the algorithm from learning by watching other bigger content creators. Like, watching them is how I learned. Like, wow, okay, I post this. This is a great comedy show. You know what I mean? People cracking up, laughing at it. But YouTube, the system, don't give two shits about it. Nobody's watching it. YouTube was messing up my self-esteem when I first started. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, back to Facebook. Like, I go over Facebook, I get 400 likes just off of saying one thing. But YouTube, it takes time before the algorithm gets to know you. And in the YouTube business, it's not about how talented you are. It's about how consistent you are to get into that thing called the algorithm.
Mm. And who was the first? What was your first video that broke the algorithm? That you said, God damn it, I'm in.
Well, first, you know, like I said, when I tried to post my talent, you know what I'm saying, stand up, things like that, and it wasn't getting the attention. So then I started to do shorts. They have things called YouTube Shorts, which is 1 minute long, right? So I'm just recording anything at this point. I did a video, the one that got me my first 30,000 views. I saw a couple, this is when I was in West Virginia, and it was like 3 old white men, and I did a video standing in front of them for 1 minute, and I said, 3 KKK members listening to 𝒑𝒑𝒐𝒐𝒐𝒐𝒐𝒐𝒐𝒏𝒂𝒑𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂 at me like they don't know what I'm talking about. I said, 𝒑𝒓𝒐𝒐𝒖𝒏𝒅𝒂𝒐𝒕, that's my dog. And dude, you know I'm really shiesty. You know what I'm saying? And I posted it, and it did 30,000 views.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, okay. Like, now me posting my talent, like I said, other things outside the system of YouTube, things I was doing before, which was stand up in different cities and states. They don't want that. So now I'm like, all right, I can just do crazy videos now just to get the views. You know, now these guys really didn't listen to 𝒑𝒓𝒐𝒐𝒖𝒏𝒅𝒂𝒐𝒕, and they weren't really KKK members, but it got the views. The system pushed it. So then I started to educate myself, like, okay, now I'm just going to post wild things, because it comes a point in the YouTube system when you finally learn your actual purpose. At that point, I didn't know my purpose. Like, you're just uploading videos. You know what I mean? You don't really know what direction you're going to end up in. So I would tell anybody that's getting into the YouTube business, never give up. Just stay consistent and do what works for you. And keep on uploading videos. Just don't stop.
That's some good information. So, you know, before we get into the Diddy thing, because we know that you popularized the word Diddy, the name Diddy Glover.
Surviving Diddy Glover.
That's funny to me, because when I look at Diddy, it's like, one minute you'll see him, everything black, and then you'll just catch him out there and everything is great.
Right. That's the thing. And what made me, you know, start calling him Diddy Glover, because we all know, you know, the iconic Danny Glover from Lethal Weapon.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so Danny Glover and Diddy Glover, when Diddy got the lawsuit at first, when Cassie dropped that lawsuit, and that motherfucker started looking old as fuck. He looked like a young man up until that fucking lawsuit hit, pierced the Bible. That motherfucker was looking like he was 600-something years old. And I said, damn, and they put a picture up of Danny Glover and Diddy next to each other, and he looked like Danny Glover. So I said, oh shit, I'm going to start calling this motherfucker Diddy Glover. And then it stuck with the universe. And then shout out to Jaguar Wright. You know what I mean? That's my sis, Jaguar Wright. Once she shouted me out, and she said Diddy Glover on the Real Life Street Stars, and shout out to them too. Once she shouted that out and said Jamal Peterson, Mr. I Am Comedy, called him Diddy Glover, da-da-da-da, it just really, really stuck.
So you would say that Jaguar Wright, just seeing your video, gave you a big boost out there in the YouTube world?
She gave me a huge boost. And the crazy thing about that is...
Did you know her before then?
Thank you. Thank you for asking me that. And I was just about to say it. Jaguar Wright, before she gave me that alley-oop like that, which was 2.5 million people, like she said that, me and her talked months before that, because Diddy Glover, ex-bodyguard, Gene Dill, okay, me and Gene Dill have some ties. I've been surviving Gene Dill's Kneecaps. I started a series called Surviving Gene Dill's Kneecaps. Since I've been surviving Gene Dill's Kneecaps since last summer, pure survival. And the reason why, see, surviving Gene Dill's Kneecaps came from Stevie J. Stevie J was mad that Gene Dill's been exposed and all this stuff. He told Gene Dill to get your money, Gene. I'm not mad at you. Just keep my name out, you know, in your mouth. And Gene, you don't want no smoke because you have bad knees. And once Stevie J said that, and you can look on YouTube to see that video out there, I started my Surviving Gene Dill's Kneecaps. You know what I mean? But back to Jaguar Wright. Jaguar Wright tried to mend that with me and Gene Dill, because Jaguar Wright has respect for Gene Dill and got a relationship with Gene Dill, and she got a friendship and a relationship with me. So I respected that she tried to get me to talk to him. So when Jaguar Wright, I'm on the phone with her, we talking. She like, look, I'm gonna talk to Gene because Gene Dill was mad at me because I made a video saying that he was going to protect me from Diddy, but it was a comedic video. It was a comedic video last year. You know what I'm saying? And Gene Dill, personally, the reason why he got mad, which he'll be mad just for me saying this once again. Gene Dill was mad because I do more views and I make more money off of Gene Dill's name than Gene Dill makes off his own name, pure survival. And this is on his channel.
So how do you feel like you're able to do that? How are you able to exploit the system like that?
What, like expose them?
Yeah, like how can you make more money off somebody's name than they can?
Well, this is how it works. Now, Gene Dill, I didn't purposely do the video to make money off him. I watched Gene Dill for years. He's been exposing Diddy Glover for like the last 10, 15 years. I mean, I even read Gene Dill's books, everything. Shout out to him for that. So
tell me a little bit about Gene Dill, because I don't know a lot about the books and stuff like that. You said over the last 10 years, he's been exposing Diddy for what Diddy's arrested for now?
For that, yes. Here's the thing. Gene Dill was Diddy's bodyguard ever since the 90s. Gene Dill was there the night that Biggie got killed. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a complete fact. And I never spoke into none of that type of business. Even 𝒃𝒐𝒐 100, you know what I'm saying? Other people, Choke No Joke, that is disrespecting Gene Dill right now, currently. And Reggie Wright Jr., shout out to Reggie Wright Jr., you know what I'm saying? I got love for Reggie. He's a funny guy. That's Suge Knight's ex-bodyguard.
Okay.
That's Reggie Wright Jr. Reggie Wright and Gene Dill's been going back and forth constantly for years. He named Gene Dill Genie. Mm-hmm. But I never disrespected Gene Dill. I just made a joke video saying that Gene Dill was going to protect me from Diddy Glover because he's Diddy's ex-bodyguard. The video I did took off. Gene Dill got mad because it did more views than what his channel does. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And now I would say this publicly, and Gene Dill and his Kneecaps know that this is true. If something's going on with Diddy Glover, Gene Dill, that's when he does numbers. This is when the Art of Dialogue, shout out to all of them, Cam Capone News, all of them, this is when everybody wants Gene because he's hot like fish grease. This was Diddy's real bodyguard. So people care to hear how he feel about anything breaking with Diddy Glover. Diddy just got locked up a couple days ago. Bond denied twice. Gene Dill is on fire right now. So now, on Gene Dill's YouTube channel, he's doing way more numbers than me. Right. Because he's more relevant when something's happening with Diddy Glover.
Right.
I can talk about a bunch of shit, not just Diddy Glover. Right. But he got mad.
Diddy is his niche.
Right, so for Gene Dill and his Kneecaps to threaten me, you know what I'm saying? And he knows that I'm a comic. Like I said, that's why I mentioned 𝒃𝒐𝒐 100, Reggie Wright.
So when you get these threats, how serious do you take them?
Gene Dill said to me, now you're going to make this a problem that you ain't going to want to handle. Because I can tell you're type. You the type to go straight to them folks. And I'm like, Gene Dill, how do you know that I'm one of the motherfuckers that's going to go straight to them folks? Here's the Bible. You are a ex-parole officer, sir. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, when I go back and forth with content creators, with big names and different things like that, I have homework on all of them. I studied the YouTube business. That's how, you know what I mean, I've been climbing and got to where I'm at now. Like, I do full-blown homework on them. Yeah. But Gene's very public about being an ex-parole officer. You have to have a good record for that, correct? Yeah. To be a PO. And then you were Diddy's bodyguard. He bodyguarded a lot of other people too. Stevie J.
He's saying he ain't a threat. He not scared of
Gene Dill is 700 and something years old, pure survival. So my whole thing is, as a matter of fact, in YouTube years, shout out to Gene Dill. It's actually his birthday. He just turned 61 in YouTube years, but I don't believe that that's what his age really is. But allegedly, Gene Dill in real life is 61 years old, and his birthday.
Gene Dill.
Shout out to Gene Dill. And Gene Dill, I'm not mad at you, dude. You know what I'm saying? My only thing with you is all I want you to do is admit that I'm actually funny. You know what I'm saying? Gene Dill went on a platform and said that I was a C-list, D-list comedian. Out of his mouth. Said this about me. And this was all over me making a video, not disrespecting nobody's kids, him as a man. I was never saying the stuff that I'm saying now. Because when Gene Dill threatened me last year, I was scared. I ain't even going front. I ain't even fuck with him. I said, I ain't saying shit about this motherfucker no more. You're the Michael. I'm gonna fuck.
Talking about that, I see a video with Hassan Campbell.
With the bodies and all of these things that he allegedly supposed to have had. And the thing with Hassan Campbell, let me just say this. Like, he mad at me because I told the world that he braided hair. When I did the video and said that Hassan Campbell was the best hair braider, let me be correct. I never knew that the video was going to go viral. So I actually kind of thank Hassan Campbell, because Hassan Campbell braided hair in Rikers Island. That's what got me monetized.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Me doing that video, and it was like the day that I was going to quit YouTube. That shit went viral. But all I was trying to do, I would hit up Hassan Campbell on Instagram. And you need to unblock me, sir. We talked plenty of times on IG. Unblock me and stop being petty. McGretty. Thassan. But anyway, no, I don't call him Thassan, but there's niggas who do. But anyway, I couldn't reach Hassan Campbell on Instagram. So I made the video saying about him braiding hair, not knowing it was going to go viral, but hoping that it would reach Hassan Campbell. So he'll know, dude, I'm the dude, you know what I mean? You was locked up with, you know, what up? I'm watching you. You know what I mean? Not in that way. No Diddy Glover, pure survival. But I did the video out of love, but Hassan Campbell got mad because he's ashamed that he braided hair. You know what I'm saying? That's something that he didn't want people to know. He only want people to feel like he's just super masculine, like extra size arm type of individual. You know what I mean? But even Hassan Campbell got over that. We just made up like a month ago. But now down at these other platforms, your platform, Real Life Street Stars, when these interviews come out, Hassan Campbell is going to go live and he's going to talk shit. He's going to be making all kinds of threats, pure survival, talking about things that he's not going to do. And I'm going to comedically tear him up. So, you know, I'm just waiting.
You waiting for his ass?
Yes, but not in the Diddy Glover way, but I'm waiting for Hassan Campbell's ass. No, his thighs. His thighs.
So I also seen another video. You and Charleston White, man.
Say.
Before we get into the video, what's your whole take on Charleston White? Because somebody else asked me that about Charleston White, like what my take was on Charleston White. And I just said, I think sometimes he goes overboard. I thought I like some of the shit he was saying sometimes, but then it's like he goes a little too far proving his point. And when I see people, he's like an overreactor, I should say. To me, what's your take on Charleston White?
CW. Charleston White. Okay, let me say this, and this is something that I told Charleston White to his face. To be totally honest, me and Charleston White's relationship, you know, it consisted of comedy in the beginning. You know, me and him had back and forth for a year and a half on YouTube. Last year, we finally met in person, hugged. You know, it was nothing but love and respect because Charleston White doesn't act like that in person. He acts totally different. I cannot make this up. And then the motherfucker only weigh like 6 pounds, and that's like all eyeball, pure survival. Like it's like all eyeball. But Charleston, when he talks about dead people, when he disrespects people's parents, You know what I'm saying? When he do all that type of goofy shit, I don't like it. And he knows it.
Yeah.
But when you tell Charleston that makes him stronger. See, he knows he can't defeat me. Charleston he don't want to go back and forth with me because he knows that me and him, it has to be all comedic. He knows I'm not like a gang member. He knows I'm not like a hardcore gangster type dude. Like he know how to get to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he would have to go just comedy with me. You know what I mean? So like if he say F your deceased child, he know that that's not going to affect me. I know that that's what makes him stronger by people feeling affected by him doing that. So when they go live and there's videos out and they're showing that they're hurt by him saying awful things, it makes him bigger. You know what I'm saying? So Charleston, like I said, when he's saying something funny that I think is funny,
Yeah.
I'll fuck with that. I understand why, because of the business. Like he knows if Charleston White talks back regular, he don't disrespect the dead, he don't, do these things like that, he's not gonna get paid any attention. He's gonna lose the money, he's gonna lose the momentum. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what made him. When he tried to come in, like he said, and do the positive stuff and help the kids and
They don't
came
give
with
a
that
fuck.
angle, they did not give a fuck. So I understand, like correctly to say, Charleston, I understand why he does what he does. You know what I mean? From me being in the business. But me, I would never do what Charleston do to get there faster. You know what I mean? Like if I go up there right now and say F DMX and F all these people, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers is going to watch. That's the crazy part. They're going to watch. Oh my God, did you hear what he said about, you know what I'm saying? Like I know the difference that's not comedy. And I told Charleston, that's why when he went up to that show down south and they stomped him in their Air Force Ones. I don't know if it was 10 pairs or one. You know what I mean? When he got stomped out, and shout out to Anthony 𝒑𝒓𝒐𝒏𝒅𝒔𝒕𝒅𝒊𝒐𝯑𝒏𝒅. That's Charleston White's best friend. And Anthony can't stand me either. You know what I'm saying? But when Charleston White said that he hoped that I died from alcohol poisoning, Anthony 𝒑𝒓𝒐𝒏𝒅𝒔𝒕𝒅𝒊𝒑 stood right next to him laughing at the airport. Charleston White did a whole live about me for an hour and a half. He said that my woman at the time, my ex-fiance, she had a work boo. Yeah, say. Your baby mom, yeah, say. That she had work, no, yeah, say. She getting fucked, yeah, say. While you sitting there drunk, yeah, say. And he talked about me for an hour and a half.
Mhm.
Like I
Do you
said.
feel like he did homework or was he just freestyling?
No, when I had a whole meltdown, you know what I'm saying, on YouTube at a point where I had a drunk rant, all this crazy ass shit happened with my ex-fiance, you know what I'm saying? And I was live, and I was doing these drunk rants. And one time I fell asleep on YouTube and 7,000 people was watching me. That's how I realized how serious that system is. And at that time, like I said, I got 2 years alcohol free. I had to learn in the YouTube business what to do and what not to do. You know what I mean? I thought that was going to end my actual YouTube career. And there's a lot of other haters, other bloggers and people that I was going back and forth with that was happy at that time. But when I resurrected out the gravel, they're like, how the fuck did this happen? He was supposed to be done. You know what I'm saying? But it ended up working in my favor. But anyway, when Charleston saw that, because before he didn't like to say my name, he learned the business. If you got a big name in YouTube, the worst thing you can do is say someone's name or shout them out or acknowledge them, because you're going to make all of your followers go look at that person and you're going to make that person bigger. That's how I got big in the YouTube business, from all the big content creators that I got under their skin acknowledging me. Tommy Sortamaker, Gully TV. Shout out to Gully TV. Dude, I'm still Gully,
What's your whole thing with Gully?
Oh man. Gully TV.
Y'all fuck with me. He followed me on Instagram one time and I took like a little bit of time to follow him back. and then he unfollowed me, and then he never followed me. He don't fuck with me.
The Dribble is a different kind of guy. Like, that's what he called himself, the Dribble. Yeah, Gully TV. The thing with him is he has a certain arrogance with himself. Like, he'll tell you, he be like, listen, nigga, you ain't ready. Ferragamo cups and dishes and, you know what I mean, motherfucking Gucci ties. And he one of them niggas, like, that feels as though that he's better than everyone else. And there's rumors that Gully TV was living in his grandmother's basement or his mom's house or something like that. This is what people were saying on YouTube at a certain time. You know what I'm saying? When me and him was going back and forth. But I never came for him about none of that. My thing with Gully TV was, because he was talking about me on live a few times. I have those videos in my phone. Pull it right up. He got mad at me because I did a video. My dad and my and my uncle trained fighters. You know what I mean? So in South Philly, West Philly, all over the city, they got boxing gyms. You know what I'm saying? So at this time in YouTube, I went to one of my dad and my uncle's boxing gym, and I went live. And I made it in the caption, I said that Gully TV reached out to me and challenged me to a YouTube celebrity boxing match.
Okay.
This was a video I just made about the nigga. But like I said, it's me joking, trolling him. Gully TV is big than a motherfucker. Like, I don't know what type of steroids that he's on, pure survival, but I know for a fact that Gully TV is on steroids. If Gully ain't on steroids, the tattoo on his head is on steroids, pure survival. I know for a fact that he got to be on steroids. But this big action figure looking motherfucker, you should know damn well, Gully, that I didn't really want to fight you for real. But I made a joke and said that Gully TV reached out to me and said he wanted to challenge me to a YouTube celebrity boxing match. He saw the video, and what did he do? He worked in my favor. He did exactly what I wanted him to do. He acknowledged me. Fell right into the trap. So he goes live, and he like, yo, this dude, he went on YouTube and talking about he challenged me for a celebrity boxing match. He said, you're not even a celebrity. He's like, you're a nobody. Like, this is what he's saying about me. At this time, I think I had like maybe 7,000 subscribers at that time. So Gully has to look back and regret that comment because he knows I don't give a damn about his arrogance. And I shot all the way past him far as relevancy in the YouTube world. He's still relevant. He's still doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? But I'm more relevant than Gully TV. He's not as important as he was years ago. And he know that. And I don't care about money. I don't care about any of that. Comedically, I'll get you out of here, sir. So I reacted to him and I did a video just playing. I had the Maxwell song playing and I was crying. I was like, Gully TV, you hurt my feelings. This is when the idols become rivals. Like, and I trolled him back one last time, but then I let him go. And that was about 2 years ago. And you know what I mean? Because he used to get into my comments with Hassan Campbell. Like, he loved the Hassan Campbell braided hair shit. He constantly stayed in the comments. And then one day he was like, oh, that Hassan Campbell shit getting old. Soon as him and Hassan got cool again.
Oh.
But they're beefing right now. So I had a history with Gully. But I ain't, it's never personal. Everything with these dudes in the internet and the YouTube world was all comedic. It just kept sending me to different places upon places. You know what I'm saying? Just like I said, Charleston White's best friend, I call him Anthony Goldtoothberry. His name is Anthony Dewberry. So if you look up his YouTube channel, he got like 56,000 subscribers. And that's all because the relevance of Charleston White. When Anthony knows if he talks about anything else, no one would watch him. But if he says Charleston White, this is his best friend. If it wasn't for him, Anthony Goldtoothberry wouldn't exist. Pure survival. This is facts. And I'm not going to let y'all say, and I meant to say this on Real Life Street Star about Anthony Goldtoothberry. I'm not going to let y'all say that Anthony Goldtoothberry ran on Charleston White. The night that Charleston White got stomped out at the comedy show, I'm not going to let y'all say that Anthony Gold Toothberry ran on Charleston White because he didn't run on Charleston White. He hauled ass. Pure survival.
Pure
But shout out to
survival.
both of them.
Man. So Kwame Brown, the basketball player.
Oh my goodness. Shout out to Kwame Brown, man. You know,
He seems to laugh at everything you say.
Kwame Brown, I would say me as a person, you know, coming from where I come from, he's a good dude. You know what I'm saying? Like Kwame Brown's a good dude. When I first started YouTube, he's another reason why I went viral in the first place. Kwame Brown. Kwame Brown and Hassan Campbell were beefing when I first went viral for the video letting everybody know about Hassan Campbell's other life that he had in jail with me, Pure Survival, bringing hair. So Kwame Brown and Hassan Campbell was beefing at the same time as I'm coming out. People started sending Kwame Brown the video. Yo, it's this dude that's saying that Hassan Campbell, you know, the tough guy that's been threatening you, talking about he gonna do this to you, Kwame, 7'5", fucking damn near 8 foot tall guy, whatever. Hassan Campbell's threatening him. They going back and forth, whatever the case may be. Kwame got the scoop. Yo, there's a dude that's saying that Hassan was his cellmate and Hassan braided hair. Kwame Brown gets the video. Man, he goes live and play my video. Within, I say, about 16 hours, I went to sleep, woke the fuck up. I had like 5,000 subscribers.
That quick.
Overnight, he shouted me out. He found me. Yo, you know what I mean? Interview me, let me come on this platform and tell my story. Now, some people can say, all right, well, you know, Kwame did that just because, like, you were a chess move. You know what I'm saying? But I've seen Kwame Brown, like, he got 500,000 subscribers. People that will have, you can have 10 subscribers, he'll show you love. He'll shout you out. You know what I mean? Certain things that I know other YouTube motherfuckers won't do because they're afraid you're going to take the spotlight when it's enough money in the YouTube business for all of us to make.
Mm-hmm. So talking about spotlights and stuff like that, how was you able to like really keep your relationship going with Jaguar, right? And her being able, some of the things she's helped you out with your YouTube journey.
Listen, me and Jag is so cool. Listen, I can call her right now.
Yeah.
I can call Jaguar Wright literally right now. That's how cool we are. Like Jaguar Wright was just on my my YouTube live show that I just did yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Like she's a good person, super down to earth. Everything that Jaguar Wright said years ago and up until now is all coming out to be true. You know what I'm saying? Everything that she said. People try to act like even Gene Dill's Kneecaps. I won't even lie. The things that she said, the things that he said, a lot of different people that's been exposed in the industry, it came out to be true. You know what I'm saying? And I'm about to call Jaguar right now.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna see if she answered. All right, voicemail.
Damn, she sent you right out.
No. I don't think she sent me out.
Behind the scenes podcast right now.
Yeah, that's
Mr.
literally
Jamal Peterson, I Am Comedy, Pure Survival.
Pure Survival. And I got the Pure Survival
In the
merch
building.
coming out. Look, I got 3 numbers for Jaguar Wright.
Oh, okay.
So I don't even know if I'm hitting the right one. Yeah.
It's in the building.
Yeah.
So Jaguar, so what? Tell me a little bit about the relationship and everything, and how that came about.
Well,
what you've been able to do from how you able to leverage that relationship, and any ways have it been in the YouTube world.
Yo, listen. Jaguar Wright. Like, first of all, our very first conversation, this how real she is. Now, she see what I do. See, the thing is, Jaguar Wright was watching me on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And I'm speaking into the things that she's been exposing. You know what I mean? So that caught her eye right then and there. You know what I mean? Like I knew who she was from being on music. You know what I mean? Her music, even the song she was with Jay-Z.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I knew of her already.
Right.
So the fact that she watched me blew my motherfucking mind. Pure survival.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh shit. Like, first, you know, as soon as we start talking, like she like, you know, she was saying my quotes and she was telling me, you know, like her nephew, different family members, yo, you know what I mean? They love your work. You funny as hell, pure survival. Like she showed love instantly. But our very actual first conversation, she's like, yo, I'm about to be on this platform, da 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 da. She had me on the phone and then put me on a platform of like 2,000-3,000 people in our very first conversation.
Yeah.
I'm on the phone and she on the phone, like on the platform, like, yo, I'm on the phone with Jamal Peterson, Mr. I Am Comedy. People don't have to do shit like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I meet you, you put me on a platform of 3,000 people listening right now.
Mm-hmm.
So everything with her was real. And then, like I said, when I had the situation with Dill, she was trying to squash the situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because she fucked with both of us. I told Jaguar, right, I didn't make no money off the Dill video. That video that I made, Dill got mad. He was just mad because at that time, his platform was only doing 10K.
Right.
When he would go live. Dill has, what, like, a little over 150,000 subscribers. So I'm doing more numbers than him at that time. But like I said, nothing was going on with Diddy.
Right.
When something going on with Diddy, yeah, I can't fuck with Dill's numbers at that time. Pure survival. But Jaguar Wright was trying to squash that situation. Then she did the play for me to be on the Real Life Street Stars.
Okay. And tell us a little bit about that experience, Real Life Street Stars.
Real Life Street
And tell
Stars.
people who don't know who Real Life Street Stars, what that is.
Real Life Street Stars, you know what I'm saying? Huge platform out Dallas, Texas. Shout out to them. Shout out to the Joker. Shout out to the whole staff of the Real Life Street Stars. Real good brothers. Real good. Hospitality, treat you great. You know what I mean? And the thing with that is Jaguar Wright, when she did the shout out, when she shouted me out on there, that of course rung a bell, like kind of like, all right, who is this Jamal Peterson, Mr. I Am Comedy, da 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 da? You know what I'm saying? Because when I talked to the Joker from Real Life Street Stars, like I let him know that I knew, you know, kind of like in order for me to come on there, that I would have to have some kind of, you know what I'm saying, like relevancy, like her word, her telling them like, yo, you know, give him a shot, interview, you know, he's dope, da 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 da. But still, like they need a portfolio of these connections. And I was right on point before that. And once he's seen all the receipts and watched, you know, a lot of different things with me, all right, this dude right here is gonna be dope. So like that was super love, but that was a plug, like I said, Jaguar Wright. How can I show love? She put me on a platform. You know, they got, like I said, 1.2 million subscribers, da 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 da. Everybody be on there, all the different celebrities, different, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that was love right there. And shout out to Terrence Gangster Williams, which is Birdman's brother.
What you think about him?
Now, me and him got a relationship too. You know what I mean? Far as like a friendship type of thing in the internet world, Terrence Gangster Williams, to me, like I said, as a person, is a good dude. You know what I mean? Whatever he may have done in his life or whatever, and I think he did like 20-something years or whatever. And then people, you know, had shit to say about whatever, him telling on the dead and all that other shit. First of all, I haven't lived in the street life in 1,000 years. I'm 42 years old. I'm a comic. I'm an actor. I'm a father. I don't give a fuck about street shit. Everybody in the streets that I know, like on that time, most people I know didn't go become successful. People either dead or in jail. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I respect people as a man. I don't care what you done. You know what I'm saying? Like that has nothing to do with me. So as a person, like I said, he was going through something with Hassan Campbell some years back. And I was, you know, comedically thighying Hassan Campbell at the time. So when them two was having a back and forth, you know, me and Gangster talked, and I had gave him the scoop on Hassan Campbell's braiding ability, which helped in his comedic back and forth with him. See what I'm saying? And that was a couple years ago. Now, in hindsight, recently, now Jaguar Wright did the shout out in June. I'm on Terrence Gangster Williams joint. I'm watching his YouTube channel, and I'm just watching. And I just commented in there, yo, shout out Gangster, you know what I mean? He like, yo, this Jamil, the comedian boy, oh my, this my boy. And pull me, like I'm not even dressed. Listen, Sue, I ain't had a Beijing in, 𝒑𝒓𝒐𝒔𝒐𝒖𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒐𝯑𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒐𝯑𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒐𝯑𝒏𝒅𝒐𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒏𝒅𝒐𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒏𝒅𝒂. I don't like to cam up. I gotta, my shit gotta be right. I like the Beijing, my grades. Like I don't want to hear, oh, it's wisdom, da da da. Then you got the young bitches that's liking the gray beard niggas, 𝒑𝒓𝒐𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒏𝒅𝒐𝒑𝒂. but I want to still, I like to look young. Fuck all that. You know what I mean?
How you do it? What you do?
I use the eyeliner.
Okay.
I just put the eyeliner right on the joint and my little gray joints, and you know what I mean. I don't really do the Beijing joint where it's sunny out and you see the motherfucker and you just
head.
yeah, it's like my shit different where you really can't notice it, but it gets on my shirt at times. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm watching Gangster and I'm not even dressed or nothing, but I know he has a big platform too. This Birdman brother, like I said. So he called me he wanted me to get on his joint. He like, yo, I got the link. Man, get on the platform. This was literally last month, right? So I get on his joint. I don't care that I'm not Beijing cammed up or nothing. He like, man, what's up, man? What's going on? Showing me mad love. Now I forgot, because remember I said when I was drinking through my YouTube journey, me and Terrence Gangster Williams, you know, friendship type of thing came back when I was drinking over 2 years ago. So I forgot. You know what I mean? I didn't even think he was going to acknowledge me like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm up on there and he like, yo, you know, what you got going on? You know, where you been at? Da 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 da. Because he didn't even know I went over to Hollywood Gossip. YouTube has different sectors. You know what I'm saying? I ended up going viral in the beef sector. That's with the Hassan Campbells, with the Tasha K's, with the Charleston Whites, with the, you know what I'm saying? That's the beef sector. Now, it may have made me gain a name and a nice following and all that type of stuff for me to get known. But from a financial standpoint, once I crossed over to the celebrity gossip and I looked at my phone, bro, when I reacted to Will Smith, Chris Rock's response to Will Smith slapping him, the comedy Netflix special last year, bro, I made so much money that month. Like, on God, I dropped my phone. I thought I was doing something illegal. This is 𝒑𝒓𝒐𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒏𝒅 can't be serious. So then at that point, of course, I made money in the beef sector, but this was a different kind of money. This is when it was like, when I was realizing, wow, this is a business. You can really, you know what I mean? It's life changing. Like I'll be honest right now to say, since last January, you know, my life changed in a whole lot of different ways. And thank God that I got sobriety at the same time. But from a financial standpoint, it's a whole different conversation. So once I learned that, I said, okay, now I have to rebrand myself, reinvent myself, and go into the celebrity gossip sector. This is where the money is. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, Gangster was like, oh, damn, okay, so you over there, da-da-da-da. He like, so what else you got going on? And I said, you know, I got this movie going on right now. You know what I'm saying? Telling him all that shit, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, shout out to Preston, you know what I'm saying? The movie is right now that we doing the Harrisburg movie for that. So I'm telling him about that. He like, so what else? And I said, look, I'm supposed to do a real life Street Stars interview. You know what I mean? He like, what? He said, so when is that? I said, well, I'm waiting. Jaguar did the play, but you know what I mean? I'm waiting for the Joker. He said, man, I'm about to call him right now. Terrence Gangster Williams called real life street stars. You know what I'm saying? Joker get on the phone. He like, man, about my comedian, you know what I mean? Jamil, Mr. I Am Comedy. You know who that is? He like, yeah, I know him. Da, 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 da. Man, he waiting for his interview. Da, 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 da. He like, all right, well, boom. And made that call.
Speed it up.
I was on Real Life Street Stars the next week.
Mm.
So shout out to Terrence Gangster Williams.
He's
That was
trying
love.
to do something to help out.
A regular type dude, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Shout out to those type of guys.
right. That's why I said anything you may have done, I don't care about that. My future is over here. Like that, I don't even like having gangster conversations no more. Like when I see a nigga want to talk gangster, I get right away from you, sir. Like, you know what I'm talking about? That ain't the life I live, nigga. Don't you see these beads, motherfucker? You know, so it's just a different conversation. If you don't talk or have something to say to me that's going to inspire me, you can add value to somebody's life just by saying something inspiring. It doesn't have to be financial, but if you don't add that kind of value to my life, I left all that in the past.
Yeah. So Diddy being arrested. That's the most current topic. What was most shocking to Jamil when you was watching the U.S. attorney talk about what they confiscated from Diddy?
This was the most shocking. The 1,000 pounds, the 1,000 bottles of fucking baby oil. This is pure survival. That's a lot of tasty cake juice and a lot of rear ends and a lot of cheek clapping. That's what messed me up, the baby oil. Like, I went and got some baby oil at the dollar store. That's why I got this baby oil right now. I had my hands was ashy. The motherfucker, I got tired of licking, and you know, when your shit get ashy, I'm licking. So I stopped to get the baby oil. The motherfucking lady at the desk, she looked at me like, she gave me this real odd ass look. I said, damn, Diddy Glover made motherfuckers comfortable to buy baby oil. This shit crazy. And I could have had a newborn baby.
But what the fuck what do you do with baby oil?
It was supposed to be some sort of lubricant. Like, you know what I mean?
Is it 100 bottles? I mean, you lubricating everybody. You got to lubricate your whole body. What the?
Right. See, the crazy thing is, right, with Diddy, they used to, the freak offs, right? That's what he called them, the freak offs. The 1,000 bottles, because it's all these different times, you know what I mean, in different freak off parties. It may be a freak off party in this room, a freak off party in that room. You know what I'm saying? So, and the baby oil is used, you know what I mean? It's not like just him and like two other people. It's like these freak off schedules. Like, look, Tuesday I'll see you at the freak off. Thursday you got the freak off with Justin Bieber, and Sunday you got to fight Usher over some cereal and had a freak off with Usher, pure survival. You know what I'm saying? Like, these were different freak off events. Like, Diddy had people who cleaned up the freak offs. Like, when they would have them in hotels, there's somebody's job that's hired to go clean the poop stains. I'm talking about all kinds of shit. Dildo juice all over the walls and the sinks, and somebody cleaned up the freak offs. So it was so much baby oil from so much shit that he was doing. Like, I knew that Diddy Glover was about to go to jail. The feds don't want to look embarrassed that people waited all this time. The reason why the feds put out the tape with Diddy Glover beating up Cassie and stomping him in them Christmas socks when he was running with the freak off steroids and he had the Christmas socks chasing Cassie down. When he did that heinous, sick act on camera, the feds put that out on purpose because they knew this is going to already seal his fate far as public
Opinion.
boom.
Public opinion, thank you.
You know what I'm saying? So, and the reason why his bail got denied, because the lawyer, they went in there for the second time, his bail got denied. They went in there and they offered up all this stuff, $50 million, seize all the family passports, all this great stuff. We're not going to have no females, no boys, no freak offs, nothing. He going to have a freak off ankle monitor, all this stuff. Even cops sitting out front of his house.
Yeah.
Like, they agreed to this. I'm not going nowhere. You have my passport. Russell Simmons, no, I can't come. I should have left with Russell. So there's no way that he can get over there, right? But the lawyer said to the judge, well, Cassie kind of played a part in this. Like, she wasn't always, they were together for 10 years. So, you know what I mean? Like, she wasn't just a victim. And the judge looked at it like, y'all are victim blaming. You know what I'm saying? Like, you the worst thing they could say, all they should have just been like, look, we just going
Don't even bring her the fuck up.
Don't even bring her up. But the fact that they did, they looked at it as y'all are victim shaming. You know what I'm saying? And that's what fucked them over. So, and that's why they locked Diddy up a day before. Nobody knew in the general public. Diddy Glover, he knew. He started showing up in New York, people seeing him out there. He showed up with 𝒑𝒓𝒐𝒏𝒅𝒔𝒕𝒖𝒅𝒊𝒑𝒑. You know what I mean? 𝒑𝒓𝒐𝒏𝒅𝒔𝒕𝒅𝒊𝒑𝒑 did all that motherfucking time. You ain't pay him no mind. Now you want to go hang with these niggas because you on your way with the niggas he was just with. You know what I'm saying? Now you want to sit on the step with 𝒑𝒑𝒏𝒅𝒔𝒕𝒅𝒊𝒑𝒑. And so, but Diddy knew that he was turning himself in the day after. But the feds swarmed him and got him a day before. So he wouldn't be able to I forget what it's called or whatever. They went and got him the day before to make it to where it's something where Diddy couldn't be able to get the bail.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it was like a move that they
did to make sure he didn't get bailed out.
Right. And they just dropped the hotel video last night. Yeah, the footage of him being arrested at the hotel. It's the weakest arrest video ever. You know how you want to see a motherfucker get on the ground, open your ass. What is that sticking out your butt? Like, it was nothing. Like, Diddy seen him coming, and they just said, put your hand behind your back. Like, he wasn't resisting.
He didn't resist at all. He was ready to go.
He was ready to go.
Jamil, can you break down what in your mind is a freak off at Diddy's?
A freak off, to me, from stories that I heard, that it was butt naked gay vampires that be upside down. They be sleep in the freak off dungeon. It's the butt naked gay vampires that be upside down. You know what I mean? And you have to have garlic on your neck. Like, if you don't have garlic on your neck, then that means like you're with the freak off, like you're down with the butt naked gay vampires. So they'll pull you up in the air, start sucking on your blood, pure survival, make your penis disappear, different things like that. The butt naked gay vampires. You know what I'm saying? It's all kinds of stuff. And shout out to Adriana English. Adriana English is Diddy Glover's the girl with the latest lawsuit right now as we speak. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're in communication to where, like, me and Adriana probably communicate, you know what I'm saying?
I also seen you talk with Kim Porter's
sister.
Yeah, how'd that go?
See, now that goes back into Dill's Kneecaps, but I'm not going to get any deep with that, but because that's another reason why he got mad at me. Because I did an interview with, we're going to say, Kim Porter's alleged sister. I'm going to say alleged because I can't full 100% say that they share the same blood. But from me interviewing this girl and how scared she was.
She knew her like a sister.
Yes. You couldn't tell me shit. Like, she was making me nervous. When I'm meeting up with her, like, she talking about, look, black limos driving, she was skitzing. And she wasn't worrying about no internet stuff like that. That's why Kim Porter's father has other children. Dill got mad because that interview went viral, like 350,000, something crazy like that, whatever. Video all over TikTok, everything, with the Kim Porter interview that I did. And somebody asked him on a platform. This was just in June. I didn't really get on Dill's neck and start surviving his kneecaps until I heard him say this. Like I said, I was quiet for a year after he threatened me for doing a video about him protecting me. I seen him on somebody else's platform and they said, hey, what do you think about this Kim Porter sister thing? Right? They asked him because they know Dill actually bodyguard in real life Kim Porter and bodyguard P. Diddy.
Right.
Gene Dill gonna say, well, the only time I ever heard about, Kim Porter having a sister was on some A-list, C-list, D-list, no, not A, C-list, D-list comedians show, you know what I mean? And I could tell, he was lying, she was lying. And I'm like, Gene Dill, you or your kneecaps did not have to say that. You know what I'm saying? Because you know that her dad had other kids. You could have just said, I never met them.
Right.
You know what I mean? You could have hurt that girl's feelings. You know what I'm saying? If she really is her sister, by you saying that. You know what I mean? Because of the anger you had with me, because you thought I made money over a year ago off of a video that I didn't make a penny off of.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because in the YouTube world, to let people know, and all the content creators that's out there know this, when you put a video out, if the system gives you a yellow $sign, this means that it's not commercial friendly. So it's not fully monetized. So you're not going to make no money. You know what I mean? You'll make some money, but I mean, that's no money. But what you want is the green $sign. That's when you're fully monetized. You can put as many commercial ads as you want. Motherfuckers go see my videos, they be pissed. It's commercial after commercial after commercial. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, so you set that up yourself? How many you want in there? Once you turn your green monetize on, then you set up how many commercials you want in?
I fill that bitch up. When I used to watch, you know how you watch something and commercials come on, you be like, oh my God, I'm sick of this motherfucking shit. How many commercials? Years ago, I felt like that before I understood the business and the commercial ads. And this is where all the money is, like all over the world, the commercial ads. And then the kind of commercial ads. When you got motherfucking bins and different commercial ads. Now, when you see the ones with the hip hop, like when you see the rap videos, you make money, but it's not like a motherfucking
Budweiser.
A Budweiser commercial. That's when you know, oh, he doing bro good at this. So I had to learn all of those things in the business. So I actually overall didn't make any money off that video with Gene Dill, the first one. But for him to say that about my Kim Porter's sister interview and to shoot that down like that's not the sister,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And I haven't talked to her. Shout out to Kim Porter's alleged sister. I haven't talked to her even with all this going on. She mysteriously popped up missing. You know what I mean? And one other person.
She's still missing?
Yeah, I haven't heard from her since that interview. And that was last year. And one other thing I forgot to tell you, that I was surviving Steve Harvey's mustache. Stephen! Yeah. That's another thing that went viral last year. I did an interview, shout out to Big Boom, which is Steve Harvey's ex-bodyguard. I did an interview with him. And last year, Steve Harvey and his wife supposed to have cheated on him with the bodyguard. You know what I'm saying? So that interview I did also went viral. And Steve Harvey and his mustache was trying to report me to the YouTube system and all that.
Shit taken down.
Yeah, so I kind of fell back from Stephen, you know what I mean? But it's been a great journey in the YouTube world, man. Like, I would tell anybody, if you ever want to get into this business, you have to take it serious, you know what I mean? And remember that it's not about the talent, it's about consistency.
While we talking about your platform, your YouTube platform, what do you think is more important? Because I know you getting content on the fly, you gotta be fast, you gotta be current. What do you think is better, getting ready or staying ready?
Staying ready. For me. Staying ready. You know, like today, you know what I mean? I'm shooting a movie.
Yeah.
I'm in full-blown cop gear.
Right.
As soon as I know, big dog, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or we about to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We've been talking about this. I got to get into a whole nother attire.
Right.
And then you see I got the merch.
100
That's the 100 mil. Like, you got to put respect on 100 mil. That's the merch. Like, you got to see the back.
Yeah.
Pure Survival. It's a whole different thing going down the back and the side. You know what I mean? And I got the Pure Survival merch too. About to hit the fan. But I'm gonna wait for a little bit. So everybody that's been waiting for the Pure, I got the Pure Survival socks, Pure Survival thongs, Pure Survival cell phone cases, Pure Survival baby oral gel. You know what I mean? It's going down. But being ready is my main thing.
You think staying ready is the way to go?
You got to be.
Yeah.
You know, anything can break. I can walk out of here right now and they say that Diddy Glover, because he's on suicide watch. Diddy is on suicide watch currently as we speak. You know what I mean? Now, you know him, high profile. He's going to automatically, he's not going to be with the savages.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it's kind of worse, especially if you ever did a 24 or a 23-1. Oh my God. In a cell for 23 hours and you got this little ass.
A little closet.
Little closet. That will drive you crazy. So Diddy Glover is in a Ninja Turtle suit. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, the turtle, John, when they put you in that motherfucking shit, they're not letting you get no pencils, papers, none of that type of shit that they feel as though you can harm yourself. The suicide watch thing. But I feel like Diddy going on suicide watch right now, and I was going to do a video last night. My feeling on Diddy going on suicide watch, that's also a play with him and his lawyer.
Yeah.
Because you know they want, yeah. And get him in one of those, at least one of them crazy houses or one of them places, you know, when they plead insanity, you know, because they're already trying to move him to another jail. Mm-hmm. That's not the one he's in now. So that's all in effect. So
I know he in that motherfucker crying right now.
Crying.
We done been to jail, so we know how that shit is. And that a nigga like him in there, he ain't never been to jail in his life.
And his whole...
They wait till that nigga almost 70 to put him in there.
That's tough. That's a tough... A billionaire? Like, you can be a $1 and go in that motherfucker and be, oh, what the fuck?
What
you know
the
what I
fuck
mean?
is a $1?
Yeah. Have a baby by me, baby.
A millionaire,
be a $1.
A $1. That's them niggas that pop up with like 100 ones.
Be a $1. Let me put that $1 in that vagina. You can be a $1, baby. Yeah, I mean, you can have that baby right in front of the dollar store. But yeah, that's hard. Like Diddy, like just the thought of that motherfucker, like, you know. And some people say when I'm tearing, you know, comedically getting them and roasting them, I feel like even Freddie P from Making It a Band, the stories that he's exposing right now is crazy. But I don't feel bad for Diddy because of the things that he done, the sick things that he done and allegedly done.
Well, you fucking up people's lives. If somebody comes to you and they want to be a star, like you only get one chance. I don't even know how God does it. Like it's how many 8 billion people? Look, it's 8 billion different faces.
Right.
Like that's a person coming to you with one shot, wanting to do something, you know, and the whole time you just trying to put some baby oil on.
He said, yo, and the whole time you trying to put baby oil in them. That's crazy. Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. You know what I mean? When people got dreams and stuff like that, and you know, to me, I have a daughter that's into the entertainment, music business, comedy, all of these great things. So that's another reason why I took it personal.
Right.
With the Diddy. You know what I mean? And then I know people personally. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's in the entertainment that may say, hey, well, you know, you want to get further. I know some things. You know what I mean? But I can say that I never was that individual.
Yeah.
Even if it was being thrown at me, because you know, many of times me doing comedy skits and stuff, females could be a certain way. Well, Jamil, I can tell she want to give me she want me to butter her biscuit, pure survival, because she feels as though I can probably get her next to certain people, or I can put her in something. But I never even went for that.
So, talking about the internet and your platform again, there's another guy coming up, Lil Woody. What's your take on him?
Oh, Lil Woody, I feel like Lil Woody, right? He's actually, Lil Woody is in the algorithm crazy right now. This is why him and Charleston White teamed the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? They both is in the algorithm. Lil Woody, I feel like no matter what people say about, oh, he told on Young Thug and da-da-da, he helping that motherfucker right now. To me, just my personal opinion, because he got that case, you know what I mean? When he said, I don't recall. I don't recall.
But maybe if he never went in and made the tape, we wouldn't be this far.
That may be true. You can say that too. You know what I'm saying? But I feel as though, because you know in Philly they call that an abortion, right? Like you tell on somebody and you take
Try
it
to
back.
take it back, yeah.
Yeah. So, but I feel like okay, he's trying to right his wrong, but from him doing that,
I had a nigga do that to me. Telling me get an abortion to get pregnant again. So I guess that's what the call that he told again.
oh God, he done had twins. So, but like I said, honestly though, to keep it honest, man, like I really don't look at that. You know what I'm saying? Like I can understand a personal person that went through that had someone tell on them.
Right.
But me personally, I don't care. Like when I call back home, motherfuckers I known for 30 years, and they tell me shit like, yo, guess who's snitching? I don't give a fuck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What they gonna say? They gonna say I'm on YouTube selling jokes?
Right. Ain't got shit to say about me.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck who telling, who got shot. None of this shit, unless it's a real close. And I mean, far as the shot part. But you know what I mean? Once upon a time in life that mattered. But I'm like I said, a 42-year-old guy.
Right.
So I'm seeing Little Woody, a person like that, up there. All right, I'm trying to right my wrongs. I fucked up. You know what I mean? Now I'm trying to fuck this case up so it can help get this boy out. So when the judge keep asking him, but you said that you know what I mean, that Thug was this and that. I don't recall. No, but you said you seen him shoot 5 people or you shot 10 people for him. I don't recall. I don't recall. All that motherfucker keeps saying is I don't recall. So I think Lil Woody, I don't got no problem with him.
So it's projecting into the future. I am comedy, Mr. Jamal Peterson. In retrospect to your YouTube platform, what would be something that's on the bucket list for Jamil that you would like to see happen with your YouTube channel? Is it like a dream collab or a dream interview?
Well, yeah, my next step, I wouldn't actually say like a dream, but like my actual goals definitely are these platforms.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like Vlad TV. I just did Real Life Street Stars, Cam Capone News, DJ Academics. You know, there's many of platforms that I want to go on. $1 Million Worth of Game, Breakfast Club, all of those things, but still run my machine because it's a business and I'm a brand, and this is where the money is, the revenue. So you want to keep the revenue going in my own platform.
So they don't pay you for those interviews if you was to go on like the Breakfast Club or DJ Academics. He won't pay you to be on his show. Because the latest video I watched with Lil Woody and No Jumper, I seen that they paid him to be on the interview, and it was only for like an hour, and then his manager was there, you know, coercing everything. They was asking Woody and shit like that. Did you notice that?
Oh, yeah. Now, I can actually answer that question with like real facts. People definitely get paid for interviews, and then you have people who don't, and then you have relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, I think D.O. Hughley, they were talking about it, like when he go on the Breakfast Club, stuff like that, like or Vlad TV, excuse me, he don't want no money. Like I already have money. I'm just coming up. You know, we're you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but a person like Little Woody, Charleston White, Orlando Brown, you know, any one of them people, Dill, like they're so high in the relevancy of, it depends on like what's going on in the YouTube world, like what's going on viral. So like when you say Little Woody was on No Jumper, you know, Adam 22 and those guys, he's a high commodity right now. They're gonna give him the dollar. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're a high commodity, like the dude from Making of the Band, that's popping right now, just off of his, you know, yesterday with the Art of Dialogue.
Yeah.
Now let's say like a year ago, They wouldn't give him $1 to go. He was up there crying about what he was going through with Diddy not too long ago, about a year ago.
So what you think he made for his first interview?
His first or what? His now?
That last one.
Now you're gonna get in between from 1,000, 1,500, 2,500, 5,000. You know what I'm
For
saying?
an hour.
Yeah, look, Orlando Brown, he 5. You know what I mean? You know, different shit like that. Like, so
Get up there.
yeah, but it also depends on what is going on.
The relevancy counts too.
Right. Whatever relevant. Like, look, Charleston White, he's going to get the big dollar. You know why? Because for a fact, whatever comes out of CW, motherfucking one-eyed Willie, whatever come out his mouth, the people know for a fact it's going to do numbers.
Right.
He's going to make the money. Like when, you know, Julio Fulio, you know, rest in peace, the Julio Fulio, when he got killed, they want to know. Everyone in the YouTube internet world want to know how Charleston White feel. Because Julio Fulio and Charleston White had real life back and forth on the internet.
Right.
And they knew he would say something disrespectful. And shout out, you know, to Julio Fulio's mother. You know what I'm saying? Sorry for your loss. I was mad at Charleston for coming at his mother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I knew, and just like Charleston knew, it was going to go viral. That's why I say whenever he's disrespecting people and doing that kind of stuff, I just won't watch him. I know why he's doing it. But when he's doing something funny, that's when I will watch him.
Yeah. Hey, man, thank you for stopping by the show today.
Thanks for having me.
We got Mr. Jamal Peterson, Mr. I Am Comedy. Make sure you follow him on YouTube. For all the people that's been watching our show today, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We out of here behind the scenes podcast.
Pure survival.
100Mill.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah.
That was difficult sometimes.